friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my September faves and fails. This month I'm going to be doing this, I think, a little bit differently because in the month of September I feel like more beauty products, more makeup, more skincare entered this beauty space, and I'm still in the throes of trying everything. So I'm going to be informing you a lot about some new things in my beauty space, some things that I have loved, some things that I have repurchased and that just work so well for me, and a few things that I'm genuinely concerned that I just got that may not work for my skin. Some of you have reached out to me on Instagram to let me know some of your thoughts about some stuff behind the scenes. A lot to get through this month. So, as always, I also do monthly shout outs because I love shouting out you guys every single month. You guys are the best part of my month every month, so it is no surprise that every month I love to shout out a few of you, so stay tuned to the end to check that out. Now, let's talk about some faves and fails that I'm still working through some of this, and some things I just know are either amazing or I'm genuinely concerned I'm going to have to declutter. One thing for sure is getting decluttered. Let's all grab a tea, grab a snack, grab a water, get comfy because we are getting into this together. I feel like there were so many sales this month between Boxycharm pop-ups and add-ons and the Ulta 21-day sale that there are some amazing new additions to my collection. But before I get into those, I have to tell you something that has been a die-hard, true, amazing piece of makeup for me that I have repurchased over and over and over again. And I just bought this one not that long ago, and it already has so much pan on it. I'm already considering when I need to order my next backup / replacement. A powder I cannot live without in my beauty space, especially for my very expressive under eyes, because they tend to wrinkle a little bit, is my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder in a compact. The shade that I love to use, and I have been using for a long time, is the 110 Creamy Natural. I have already hit so much pan on this baby. Now, I will tell you, I use this with the little sponge applicator that it comes with, and I swoop it in here. And after I do my foundation and concealer, I always take this piece right here and very gently apply it under the eyes and down the nose. I find this product to be extra creamy, and it doesn't move my foundation or my concealer nearly as much sometimes as some powders do. Sometimes I think some of the brushes that I've used tend to aggravate some of the concealers and foundations that I've used, especially when I am trying new foundations and concealers like we get from Boxycharm and other things in the market. As I'm learning to layer things when I'm working with new products, sometimes I can really see some movement. And I feel like I have a lot of new powders in my collection that I'm really enjoying using, but every time I try a different powder for that specific piece, I'm always disappointed. I always feel like I'm starting to see creasing, or it starts to look that scaly, rough, dry skin. And even on an oily skin, combo skin girl, that is like a red flag. So for me, a powder that has always worked is this one, and it's so inexpensive. I used to get them all the time at Walgreens, maybe Walmart or Target, but since 2020 happened, I've been ordering a lot of my stuff off of Amazon. So I've actually put this in my Amazon makeup links down below for you, because I don't know how you guys have been getting out. Maybe you're getting out way more than me. That's how I have purchased a few new things that are replacements in my beauty space for convenience, and I have Amazon Prime, so it just makes it a lot easier for me to get it with my regular shipments. So while this is a great powder for my under eyes and kind of down the nose, because I don't know about you, but my makeup can usually break apart right here a little bit. So adding this powder in the beginning of stages of my makeup setting is just perfect for me. It helps last a lot longer. I also use this occasionally all over my face, but now even Florida is transitioning a little bit into fall, hence this little cozy feel I got going today. I can tell you that my skin is starting to get a little bit drier, and I told you guys with hormone replacement therapy, I thought that could happen as seasons change. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on all of the skincare and stuff I am using, but this is definitely a powder that is just a die-hard lover for me. I'm so glad CoverGirl went cruelty-free a year ago, because now I can put it back in my rotation. I've not found anything better, but I do believe some of you have told me there's a good Milani dupe as well from the drugstore. So there are others out there, but this is just the one that I keep using and rebuying. Ooh, another fave for me is something we got from Boxycharm, I want to say in the spring, because the packaging is super duper duper springy. And to be honest, with all of the boxes and all the products I got, I wasn't in love with it. I even told you I thought the packaging was juvenile, and I just wasn't sure if I was going to keep this product in my collection. Now reviewing all the things I just said about it, I'm about to tell you it's a fave for me now. A fave for me and a fave for Adam. And it's not exactly skincare, but it's kind of skincare, so roll with me on this. This is the Tarte Sugar Rush in the shade Peony, like lip butter. It's a lip butter balm. Yeah, I got that right. In the shade Peony, there is a darker, pinker, like rosier shade that's pretty pigmented looking. I'm actually already considering repurchasing this little muffin, because as you can see, there's a very good dip in here, and that is not from me necessarily. Adam has discovered this item with me because we are chapstick lovers here at our house. We usually have a bag full of different kinds of chapsticks from either his work, my work, other places that have like their logoed chapsticks as just easy giveaways. And we've kind of gone through a lot of them in 2020. I don't know if it's because we've been inside more, maybe our lips are drying out more. I pulled this out in the middle of this past month. And I even told Adam, I'm like, just try this. You're out of your chapstick, just try this. And his eyes got huge and he was like, that stuff's amazing. What is it? So he just kind of thought it was like a chapstick in a different kind of container, which it sort of is. A lip butter isn't exactly like a gloss, but it does give you that extra shine on your lips. So that's why I was like, I don't know how he's going to feel about it. He loves it because he really thinks this hydrates his lips. It really helps him from having chapped lips all day, especially since he's been wearing a mask all day at work. I've already looked online to repurchase this. It's $12 at Tarte, but it's double the price on Amazon. So I was like, well, we're going to order it from Tarte depending on shipping, because oh my gosh, or Ulta. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, you know, I'm getting so many things from Amazon. Maybe I'll add this onto the list. Double the price? No, thank you. I will get this from Ulta or Tarte's website because it's cheaper. It's kind of acting as that bougie next level of chapstick in a way. So I'm eating my own words on this because I've fallen in love with it this fall, and my husband has too. So this is something that has definitely made a staple mark on this house right now. We are loving this. Is there another product that's kind of like this that you guys could recommend? Because I've never really gotten into the lip butters, I guess, before, but there's a first time for everything, you know? Now I'm gonna move over here into a fail for me, and it's not 100% fail. It's not getting decluttered yet. I'm still working my way through it, but it's something that just keeps frustrating me with a Boxycharm brand and item. The one I'm going to be talking about is something that's really cool in concept, but as far as sustainable everyday use, I don't know how this is going to last in my beauty space. This is the Fenty Kilowatt Foil Highlighter in the shades Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset. I have mostly used this side over here, the Sangria Sunset, as a blush that's very illuminating, so I don't use a highlighter when I'm putting this on my face. And I've yet to have a real use for the orange one, but I could definitely see, now that it is officially October and I'm pulling out all of these sweaters and comfy little things, I could see this making maybe a moment in one of my eye looks. It's just kind of like, for me now, a mini eyeshadow palette slash blush a little bit that's kind of moving around my beauty space, and I have organized dedicated drawers to different types of makeup, so I'm really struggling with even where to put this baby, so I don't forget about it, so it doesn't fall off my radar. I just really wish with Fenty and Boxycharm I would get something that is more a sustainable everyday use item, so I could really discover how I feel about their formulas in that brand. But I keep getting really bold things, so that's kind of like such a fail for me personally, and that's just a personal preference thing. For someone else, they may be like, this is what I wanted. I get it. It's all personal preference and subjective. But this is this thing that I'm still kind of trying to figure out. I am thinking, as many of you know, I love to do Halloween specials here on my channel, and I like to throw Boxycharm in. Last year, I did a killer video with Boxycharm. I'll link it above just so you can check it out if you haven't. I'm thinking about doing something similar to that this year, and maybe pulling out some oranges and really being able to see, hey, how do I feel about this? So stay tuned to see if I use this, but it's one of those things, you know, where you're like, I want to use you, but I mean, not every day. I keep mentioning this cute little sweater. This is also an Amazon purchase that if it is still available, I will link it below in my Amazon links. I love to do that for you guys, especially in these faves and fails, so you can get maybe either what I'm wearing or what I'm using. I think some of you have actually even asked me about these earrings recently. I got these a while back at like a Nordstrom rack on the clearance sale, but if I can find anything like them, I'll link them below. A potential fail for me that came from a Boxycharm pop-up that I purchased myself is a skincare item, and it's a sister piece, a sister moisturizer in a way to something that I loved. I let you guys know from the Boxycharm, maybe a Luxe box a year ago or something, I got the Sunday Riley Tidal Water Cream Moisturizer, and it was so amazing. I loved it. Now, a water cream is different than a regular moisturizer. It's a lot lighter. It's less thick and goopy. I loved it. But when I saw this next item was available at the Boxycharm, either pop-up or add-on, I can't keep them straight to be honest with you, I purchased this Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Rich Hydration Cream, and it comes with this cute little like base to it where it can hold the little wand that it comes with to apply it to your face. Super cute. Does take up a little bit of real estate on my vanity, but you know, when you're like trying to organize stuff, you're like, that's kind of nice. It's that extra touch to it. That's great. I knew I was getting low on some of my other moisturizers, so I thought, what a great opportunity to get something that's high-end and see how I like it. The smell of this is very much like the packaging. It's very orange, so I mean, I didn't expect it to smell like oranges, but it does. It smells like you're, you know, peeling an orange, which is kind of nice, and it doesn't bother me, but I'm not super sensitive to smells. But something I will say about this, and I've only had it a little bit of time, mind you, so this is part of my trying, it's very thick. I'm no stranger to thick moisturizers though, because I feel like the It Confidence in a cream that you know I love, and I'm still using, I'm scraping the bottom out of this baby right here, is kind of a similar, you know, it's actually very similar in texture and the thickness, so that's why it didn't bother me at all. But what I am noticing, at least as of this moment, and I am trying a couple of different things, so I actually have a note on my vanity here to pull back on certain things right now, because I'm trying to figure out what is making my makeup lay in very unflattering ways. A lot of times lately, I'm noticing a ton of creasing under the eyes, even with this amazing powder that I told you I've loved for years. So it's like, something's different. And it's because the base things I'm putting on my face are different, and I'm trying to right now weed out the things that are not working for my skin. And so right now, I'm not sure if this is working for me or not. Like I said, I'm used to a thicker moisturizer, so I'm gonna have to start slowly reintroducing things to my morning routine to kind of figure out what is the thing that's stumping me right now. And a couple of them are from the Boxycharm pop-up that I'm gonna tell you about. So this one I'm still trying to figure out. If you have this or have tried it, have you had that experience where it was maybe too thick for you? Like I said, I've used other thick ones, so I'm not sure if it's this moisturizer or something else, but I'm slowly introducing this back into my morning routine. But today I went old school and used my It Confidence in a Cream and my Peach and Lily Glass Refining Serum, and everything went on beautifully. So as I try new stuff, I have to kind of like break it down for me. So I can't give you a full review yet on if this is actually a fail or a fave, but it's one of the culprits that I am eyeballing. Ooh, that sun just moved. Another piece of skincare slash beginning stages of makeup that I got from either a Boxycharm pop-up or add-on is a Farsali product. And this Farsali product is something that I really thought for my bossy upfront pores would work amazing. Well, I'm still trying to figure it out. This is the Farsali Facetune. and it's a serum. It's called a Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. So I had been using this as my primer instead of one of my Becca First Light priming filters that you guys know I had been raving about kind of in the first half of the year, I do believe. So I was using this and this. So either these two are combating each other and don't like each other, or one of these is the culprit that's making my makeup skip, not apply well when I'm putting on powders. I'm still figuring it out. It could be one or accumulation of things. So this morning I did not use this again because I was trying some other stuff behind the scenes to kind of see what's working well. But this comes out in like a syringe, like a serum would, but it's thick. So when you apply it into your skin, you kind of feel like you're doing that third step of skincare maybe after morning serums and moisturizers, but it kind of, this also feels thicker than I thought it would. It's probably because it is trying to blur those pores and kind of give you that glassy look, but I'm still kind of working through this. And this is the product I do believe when I gave you guys a sneak peek on Instagram when this came in, probably in the middle of the month, a lot of you let me know that you were still trying to figure it out yourself because this is the thing that you said didn't work on your skin. So I've had good days with it and bad days with it. So that's why I don't know if maybe these two are too thick to work together. That could be it, because I've only recently added the CEO from Sunday Riley into my collection, and I've had this one a bit longer. So I still need to do some investigating here in this beauty space and give you guys an update. But this is something that at the moment is a monthly fail, but maybe not an overall fail. I need to try it more in different ways. So stay tuned. But if you have any tips on this, you know, tell your girl below. Give me some help here. I also went this month to try one of my OG favorite bronzers, and I was a little heartbroken at my discovery with this. I love the number 7 bronzer in the shade Maple. And what you didn't just see, because it just fell out here, is that a huge piece just crumbled out. Oh, it's all over the place now. This is old, and I think it's just to the point of expiration now. I went to go put it on my face, and it was crumbling so bad when I put my brush in here that I was like, I was gonna try to pan this 100%, but as you guys can see, it's done for. Even trying to scrape it out, ooh, it's moving. Like, it's moving at this point. It's loose in the pan. I think it's just done. It's not applying to my face the way it did previously, so I think it's just expired and done. So I'm either gonna need to repurchase this or just kind of let it go. So it is a great product. It's not a fail as in it's a bad item. It's a fail on me that I didn't finish it before it fully expired. So shame on me. I just had a lot of other bronzers this, you know, through Boxycharm that I've been trying for so long. But now that it's finally getting to that cooler fall phase, I've always loved to pull out this bronzer, a cool toned bronzer to kind of give you that little bit of chisel and then move on for a lighter, maybe youthful looking face. Sadly, I'm gonna have to rebuy this. While I'm on the topic of some empty-ish things, because that expired product had so much pan on it, it was practically an empty anyway, luckily. I have 2 other items in here that I have pretty much finished up this past month, and one thing I've already repurchased from the Ulta 21-day sale. So I thought that'd be a nice segue into what I got from the 21-day sale and what I'm loving and what I'm still trying. But one of those things is, how many of you remember when I couldn't stop wearing the Ofra Miami Fever shade that we got from Boxycharm? I'm telling you, like, I don't know if there's much left in here to try to swatch for you, but this color is so beautiful and fun for me. I love it. It's one of those shades that you can pull out for fall to give yourself a nice pumpkin spice latte look, or it's great for summer. It's great for all seasons in my mind. This is one of those shades that I could pull out with a lot of different eye looks, whether they be bold or simple, and it would just punch up a look. I just loved it. And I'm scraping the sides. I knew I was getting low because I used it so much after I got it. You guys started calling me out in my videos. You were like, are you wearing that same lip again? It looks good on you. I'm not judging. I'm just asking. I use this a ton. Actually goes with this sweater pretty well, but I have more of a nude lip on. Either way, again, it goes with everything. I had to repurchase this in the 21-day sale, and I brought some friends along because, you know, sometimes when you love a formula and you love a brand, you can't help but want to just kind of like see what else they have because it's so good. The other empty that I do have really quickly that's more of a skincare item is something one of you lovingly sent me when I was going through recovery last year, and I love this so much that when I started realizing how fast I was going through it, I started backing off of it. But after my showers, I loved to jump into this body butter that I think is from the Body Shop. Yeah, the Body Shop, and this is Vanilla Marshmallow. It's a softening body butter. I mean, I smell, it's like a clean, whipped, marshmallowy vanilla smell, but it's not to the point where you think I'm practically, I don't know, a cookie or a s'mores that you want to eat. It's just a clean version of that. So after my shower, I would love to put this on my legs, but as you can see, I'm out. I'm gonna have to get more or something because fall is when my legs start drying out, and this stuff is so good. So I thought I would let you guys know it's amazing. And the smell is, if you're very sensitive to smells, it may be too much for you because you can still smell it on your skin lingering after. But I love it, and I just think, oh, I don't know why I like smelling a little bit more sweet scented in the back half of the year. You know what I mean? I feel like in the beginning parts of the year, I like to smell a little bit more floral, those springy, summery feels. But in this back half of the year, I want to smell like a cookie. Can I smell like Santa? Segueing now over here into some Ulta 21-day sale purchases. A lot of you reached out to me on certain days because you know your girl, and I love you guys for doing it. I told you guys how much I really loved the Stila glitter and glow topper that we got from Boxycharm. I don't even know which one it came in. The one I have here is the rose gold retro, and I love it so much. It is so darn pretty. Give it a little swatch for you just for funsies. I mean, look how gorgeous. So delicious on the lids. It looks amazing. And a lot of you let me know when I told you how much I loved it and didn't think I would love it. You were like, girl, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, you can get it for like $12. Don't spend too much money on it because you don't have to. You guys are geniuses. I love you. And then when the Ulta 21-day sale had them on display, and I was just like, oh, please and thank you. So many of you reached out and were like, girl, here, go get it. Go get it. You were messaging me on all platforms. I love you. So of course I picked up a few because I couldn't let you down or me down. I had to try some new shades, and coming into fall, there is this one picture that I have seen of Glam and Gore here on YouTube. Just some beautiful FX makeup, but she also does this beautiful, stunning, gorgeous glam makeup. And one of the looks she did just like was drawing me in for fall. It's this really wet, slick, beautiful, nude, loving look. I love it. And this shade reminded me of something I could wear with a look like that. This one is called Smoldering Satin. Oof. For the lid with a nude look, really giving that a little extra shine from a distance, it is stunning. I've already worn it so many times. Love, love, love. I wanted to do a much more light, youthful look today, so I did not put this on, but oh my gosh. I have worn it and punched it up a lot. I just think it's so darn pretty. Look at these two. Just look at them. And then to go even a little bit lighter, because sometimes you just want a dusting of some shimmer on your lids, but nothing too colorful, just something to give it a little bit of a luminosity. I also got Wanderlust here. This one has more iridescent properties to it, so you can kind of mold this into a lot of different shades. It is so good. When you put this on more of a nude lid or even a colorful one, you can really dress it up, punch it up without it going too bold or being too much if you're wanting something more subtle. I had on a very, very nude look yesterday too. And I just put a little bit on my lids, took my ring finger, because you can't apply too much pressure with some of these back fingers, spread it all over the lid and a little up in the crease, and it just gave my eyes this extra luminosity to them. So when I'm looking at somebody else, it's kind of for them a little bit. It's like a delicious dance on your lids for them while they're looking at you, and then they're kind of entranced with your beauty and all of it in there. I got so many compliments on this one yesterday. I went to the dentist of all places, and I had my mask on before I went in and everything, and they were looking at my eyes. So loved it. So thank you guys so much for letting me know that these were on sale, because these are totally going to be making some amazing looks for me this fall. Love loving. Ooh, a powder, because you guys know I am a powder girl. I have oily skin, even in the winter time. I do live in Florida, humid, hot, all the time. And a lot of you know I'm a powder lover. So many of you let me know that you love this powder that I have never tried. So I have this now in my rotation. I am trying to figure out the best ways for my skin to use it. So please leave me your tips below if you also love this powder. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. I use this so far with a fluffy brush. I think I actually use one of my older Wet n Wild brushes. Yeah. I'll usually use it with this because it has a flatter head that's widespread, so I'll like put it in the product. And I really stipple a lot, so what I'll do is I'll like stipple it into my face, like pressing it into my face to really lock it in, hopefully to keep all of the nasty oils out. So that's how I have been using it. Let me know if that's how you like to use it, or is there a different way that you like to, because I'm still discovering it and I'm thinking about doing maybe a little bit later. I'm still working through some of these new powders, but I'm thinking about doing a video on all the powders in my collection and how I like to use them, because sometimes with powders I like to use them a little differently than maybe some people think. So let me know how you like to use this little muffin. The foundation on my face today is what inspired this whole easy breezy, youthful, less is more approach to makeup today. This is something that I've had in samples, but I've never had a full size, and you know I have the too much gene, so I'm having to learn to work with this product to pull it back and not apply too much product. This is the IT Confidence CC Plus Your Skin But Better Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream Anti-Aging Hydrating SPF 50. Such a long name. It's so hard to say, but I love how this made my skin look when I had two different samples of it from Ipsy. So I got mine in the shade medium. I did use their online like face filter where they pretty much put on the color that they think it would be, and I struggled with it, I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't realize how lame their color range really is, so hey, get on that. It's a pretty lame coverage line. Like, you need more shades. You need a lot more shades. First few days that I had this huge piece in my collection, because the ones I had before were these tiny little guys. So, you know, I had a lot more to play with, and I was like, oh, and it comes in a pump. This is great. I'm just gonna smear it all over my face. Well, the first day, I had way too much on, and this product will cake up like no other if you put too much on. So don't do that to yourself. Don't do it. I did a little insert try on for you, where I just kind of like run it along my face in a few areas, and then I apply it on and just kind of like let it go, let it sit. And then today I wanted to see if I could build it in certain areas, because I have some blemishes over here. I've got some hyperpigmentation. So I just kind of applied a little bit more just to the cheeks where I wanted a tad more coverage, blended it out with a sponge, and it did great. I've also really liked this with my Luxie brush. That's the first ways I had to try to do this when I was trying to pull back on my too much gene. This is the Luxie 732 foundation brush. This is the brush I used at first to kind of like get it in there, because I find if I use a brush versus a sponge, it helps me to have some control. So when I'm trying a new foundation, sometimes I'll go back and forth between trying a brush, trying a sponge. The brush does a really great job, but then I also got a new blender recently that I really wanted to try that I'm going to tell you about soon, but it did a great job there too. So I'm learning to use less is more, and that's how I got more of this fresh look today. We all know that when we apply less makeup to our face, or at least we apply it in a specific way, then we can look a little bit more youthful. We don't have the full makeup mask on sometimes, but sometimes the full makeup mask is fun, and we're not sorry. Sometimes we want to go full glam all the way. Today I wanted to pull it back a bit to play with this foundation some more, and you guys are right, it is really good. You just have to be careful to not do too much. I think this does really give this really youthful look to my skin. It is essentially Your Skin But Better. The branding is so right, because you can still see my freckles, you can still see some of my imperfections, but everything looks younger, it looks lighter, it looks fresher. It's just making sure you don't apply too much. To go along with this fresher, easy, lighter face, I also am loving, I mentioned that I needed some more lippies because this one fell away. So yes, I went and got some Friends from Ofra in the 21-day sale. A lot of you let me know, you're like, hey girl, you love that lip formula. Go get it. It's available right now at the Ulta 21 day sale. So you know I repurchased the Miami Fever that I just swatched for you a little bit ago. It is right there. That's the swatch for it. So good. This is the repurchase that I had to get. Had to for you and me from the Ulta 21 day sale. And then I did peruse to see what other friends were in there, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and I got Rio and Stretch. Today I am wearing Stretch, and that's this little guy here that's actually Flexi Slick. I wasn't sure what the difference of the formulas would be, but I wanted to try it, and I can say I think this Flexi Slick is a bit more of a whipped formula, and I also like to just apply a bit of it because when you get a fresh one, I feel like a lot comes out in the doe foot applicator. So I'll apply a little bit, and then I'll again take my ring finger and just kind of like buff it around my lips a bit over the lip liner and stuff. I really like that as far as how it applied my lips to look very natural, and it just kind of complements the look I've got going today. The shade here is Stretch, and it's this really, really pinky nude shade that's really nice. And it's a formula that is not too drying at all. If anything, while I'm drinking water, this one isn't like their matte formula. It does still have transfer and whatnot, but not to an annoying degree. I really like how this looks on my lips today. I think it's stunning. And then the shade Rio here, it's a little bit more pinky toned than I thought it would be. It's got a little bit of coral tones to it, but you know, I mean, look at the sweater I'm wearing. Clearly, I like that shade. It's really, really pretty, and this is just a color for me that I would reach for all year round. So again, getting these on a sale, on a deal with the Ulta 21 day sale, I feel like I haven't done a lot of Ulta shopping at all in 2020, so I was just making it count while I was doing it, you know? I feel like I got more this time around than I normally do. Oh, and this was a duo, by the way. With this foundation, I should have mentioned this, I also got a mini It Confidence in a cream moisturizer, because you guys know I love this, and I just now got a small one because it came with this as a little duo bundle. And one of the last things that I did get from the Ulta 21 day sale is the sister product we thought we were getting in the Boxycharm, what was that, 3 months ago now? When we got the Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer. We all were told originally that it was the matte, and if we selected it in our choice items, we then got an email from Boxycharm being like, hey, sorry, we goofed. You're not getting the matte one, you're getting the shimmer one. Do you still want it? There was a whole thing about it, and a lot of people were disappointed. So when I saw that this was available in the Ulta 21 day sale, the matte version, of course, I needed to know more because you guys know I love this. I have on both of these today. I love this shimmer one a lot because I do think it blurs pores. It makes me look more youthful, all the things. But this one, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, this is the matte one, it is a bit warmer toned. So I will say this is more warm toned than I thought it would be looking at it in the pan. So when I do use it, I tend to tap off the brush a little bit, even on a napkin, and then use the back half of the brush a little bit, middle to half back into the brush, and then use it on my face with more stippling motions, because I notice if I stroke it, I get a big line of some of the warmer tones that maybe right now I don't feel like I could pull off because I'm a little bit cooler. It's getting to be fall, but I am enjoying this. I can't say I love it as much as I really fell in love with this one here, because this one I feel like I use a bigger, fluffier brush with anyway, so my technique is always going to be different, but this gives me that suntan glowy look, whereas this one gives me more of the contour bronzer feel to it. I have it a little bit on my body today and a little bit on the face, and I am enjoying it. I just need some more time to play with it. So I think that is everything I got from the 21 day sale. Some stuff, like I said, I knew I was going to love it. Repurchasing old favorites, bringing new favorites in. It's so exciting with 21 day sale because you can get the most for your money there. Now I gotta jump back over here to the Boxycharm pop-up because then, you know, at the end of the month, we had another choice item situation with Boxycharm and they had more add-ons, and of course, I got more. And why I kept getting lippies when I'm having to wear masks when I go out, I don't know. But I got more lippies, so let's talk about them really quick because I'm really excited. I had to go wash off all the swatches. I was getting lipstick and, well, mostly just the lipstick everywhere in here. So I'd let you guys know really recently I got this Marc Jacobs Enamored Lippy from one of my Boxycharms. This one is in the shade Changes. Fall makes sense. Like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful color. for fall, and it can really accent a lip, or it can just kind of like stand alone. It's really nice for fall. After trying this formula, and I loved the smell, I loved the minty feel, I loved how it felt and lasted on my lips, I saw in the pop-up they had more shades and a different formula, and I was like, I need to know, and it's all on a deal. So I thought these were both originally the same formula as this, but I ended up getting one that's a little different. The one that was a little bit different, but I was really excited about, was this one. And all I saw when it first came in was this color in the tube, and I was like, ooh, that might have been too much, Nichole. What did you get? Turns out this is a totally different product. This one is actually called a hydrating lip gloss stick. A stick. And I was like, it's a lip gloss and a stick? I don't know that math. What is this? So at first I tried to open it and I couldn't, like I showed you guys on Instagram. And by the way, if you don't follow me there, you can follow me right here for all of the latest and greatest behind the scenes. A lot of times when I get these things right away, I start swatching and I talk about them on Instagram. So learn the latest right there. I tried to open it, I couldn't, I had to pull, and then I was like, holy buckets, what is this? It's actually a stick. And I thought the color might be too much, but since it's a gloss, it's this really, really gorgeous, juicy looking lippy that I'm like, why didn't I know about you? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. The shade this one is in is Preach. And I wore this the whole first day I got it. So beautiful. Love, love, love. The outside container can look a little intimidating because you think that's going to be the color. It kind of is, but it's kind of not. You know what I mean? It's just like, oof, look at that. Even the swatch looks juicy and delicious. And then what I did get in the correct formula is in the shade Pink Parade. This one is iridescent-y like the original that we received, but this one is more approachable, I feel like, for more everyday wear. It does have some of those like flecks in it of color, so it's got a little bit of blue flecks in it, I feel like, and maybe some other tones, but nothing too dramatic. For me, this is a nice, juicy topper. Like, heck, I'll even just do that right now because I've been drinking water. This lip looks kind of worn down. Look at that. Just like revives it, like, hello. I can see the blue flecks, but it's not bugging me. And if I have a nice base on, it doesn't just wear down into just glitter on my lips if I have a nice base down. I feel like I'm getting lippies on top of lippies this month, and I didn't even think about that because it came in different times of the month, I suppose, but I am not mad at these. I really, really enjoy them, and so far, I'm liking them a lot, and I have a feeling you're going to be seeing a lot of these in the upcoming videos. I like them a lot. And I have gloss on me. Hold on. One more thing that I did get from the Boxycharm pop-up was this Morphe sponge. I let you guys know in the beginning of the year, like back in February, pre-pandemic and all of that, I had bought a whole collection of Colourpop sponges. That was the last time I had purchased any sponges in my collection, and I've just been reusing those, taking care of those. In the pop-up, I saw there was a sponge and I was like, you know what, I could try that. And then I realized it was the Morphe one that I have heard a lot of the bigger YouTubers and a few other people mention, even in my comments below, that it's one of the sponges they enjoy for a little bit of everything. Applying the foundation, concealer, contours, highlighters. This apparently can do a lot of stuff. It's shaped in a unique-ish way because it's got the slants on both sides. I like the texture to it. It's a bit firmer, but it's got such a bounce to it that I liked how it applied this foundation the past few times because I told you I needed to have a lighter hand with it, and I started with a brush, and this sponge did pretty well. One of the Colourpop sponges that I usually adore, it's really dirty right now because I haven't put this in the rotation to be washed yet, but this is the Velvet sponge from Colourpop. I usually like this a lot because it gives more of a full coverage. For me, this didn't work too well with this foundation at first. Could have been because I applied too much. Totally possible. But I was kind of like just kind of breaking out, trying different stuff together. And these two worked great together. I have one more repurchase to tell you about. And it's about something that I'm a little insecure about. And I've told you that here on my channel. So let's just get into this. It's making my eyebrows so much easier to do. And I forgot how much I loved this item. This is the Colourpop Brow Boss. How many of you guys remember me talking about this nonstop? Okay. I forgot about the one fatal flaw this sucker has in the packaging design. It's that this little sucker can come off. So I just threw the cap away on that. I forgot about that. But I love how micro small this tip is. It is super fine. and it can really help build up that front part of the brow that I let you guys know all the time is that one part of my brow that is always sassing the crap out of me. The shade that I got was dark brown. This is the shade I feel like I needed for how dark my hair is right now, and it's definitely harder having darker hair because you have to complement your brows with the darker hair, and I feel like brows were so much easier when I had lighter colored hair because you could use lighter products. Everything tended to just kind of like go together. Darker ones, I feel like you really do have to make sure everything is smoothed out. There can be no error. So I've been definitely using this along with a couple of other pieces in my collection that I've told you I love, but this is how I start my brow. It gives you that base. It allows you to kind of create the arch, create that front part, and then go on. I love this thing a lot, and unfortunately Colourpop did not have it in stock when I needed it, so I did order this from Amazon. I will put this in my Amazon links below, and it was super fast and easy to get. I love Colourpop, and I prefer to buy from their actual website because I always want to support them directly, but it was out of stock, so I did get this on Amazon much faster than I would have from Colourpop. Real talk, it's true. Oh, and I also repurchased the Colourpop No Filter Light Concealer. Mine right now is in the shade Light 14. This is a great concealer to really do the expressive under eyes that you all know I have. And it's just a really great concealer to have on hand, so I ended up purchasing this when I was getting the Colourpop Brow Boss. I just really like both of these, really do. Whew. Now let's talk really quickly about a lifestyle piece that is something that I got in PR, and I'm so excited to share this with you, and then I'm going to tell you guys about my shout outs. The Mel Tea Company reached out to me, and they watch my channel, and they know I love these artisan soaps that have the great ingredients in them and they're high quality. I used to have a brand in St. Louis that I went there every month to get my soaps. Since we've moved to Tampa, I've really had a hard time finding a place that I love for my soaps, so I did start having to like order them online. So they watch my channel, hi Mel Tea Company, and I could not wait to tell you guys about it because I got this and I just keep putting my face in it and smelling because it's so good. The smells are amazing, and they have some soaps that I have never heard of these combinations, so I can't wait to share them with you. I have one in my shower right now that is blueberry hibiscus tea, and I am obsessed. Even Adam, who I told you, he loves my skincare. He really cares about soaps and stuff like that too. I got this box and he's like, what is that? He was like obsessed with the smell of the hibiscus, the blueberry hibiscus tea one. He was like, this is so good. And then I showed him the rest of these, and they came in the cutest packaging that I'll insert here with all the B-rolls. I could not believe how well executed these came to me. With soaps, I'm always worried that they're going to break or crumble, and it always depends on how the soap itself is formulated and if it's going to be substantial and hold up, and these are so good. They have a lot of different smells and varieties here. I have 4 different ones here. The blueberry hibiscus tea is the one that's in my shower. I said I love the smell of it. When you're showering, it really does foam up to really make your shower smell amazing, but it doesn't last so much on the body that it's overwhelming or too much, because I know a lot of you are sensitive smelling people. Like, you're like, oh, my skincare can't smell like that, or I can't wear it all day. I get it. The scent does not last in a way that is negative for you. If anything, it just kind of makes your shower this spa-like experience. It's very luxe. The packaging is also super cute. They definitely took their time with these. Green tea is the next one that I have here. Smells so good. This is a newer one that wasn't on their website at first. This one is called Grape Soda. Can we just look at the adorable little pop of detail here with the little soda pop? And I didn't know how I'd feel about something called grape soda. This is the bougiest, nice smelling grape soda I've ever smelled that I would want to take a bath in. I've never smelled anything like this. It is a grape soda smell, but it's something you want to put on your body. I'm like, what? So good. I'm like huffing the soap right now. And this one is eucalyptus tea, and these are such bougie little cards that kind of describe it. These are luxury artisan soaps. Ooh, that one's so fresh smelling too. I also love that this company is based out of my hometown in St. Louis. And again, this is from one of you guys. He watches my YouTube channel. has a company, realized that this is something that I personally love and use a lot in my own, you know, behind the scenes life here. And she was like, can I just send you these so you could try them? Oh my gosh, I love these. Again, this is from the Mel Tea Company. They have so many different options. They are all over on social media. And the main descriptor for these is they are a luxury artisan soap. And as someone who literally seeks out these type of products, I will absolutely agree that that is what these are. In the shower, they're not coming apart, crumbling. The smells are all so well done that they're a clean smell. Nothing smells overwhelming, kind of like when you get a lotion that is just too much and you're like, oh, this said it was a cupcake scent and now I literally smell like a vanilla cupcake. That's not these at all. This is that nice, clean fragrance version of it, so it's just so luxurious. I am obsessed, and I really wanted to share these with you guys. I will put their website below. This is not a sponsored video. There is no like affiliation. If you click the link, I'm not getting any money from this. This was just full on PR. She said, hey, I have these kind of soaps that it sounds like you really enjoy. Can I please send you some? So Mel, thank you so much for, first of all, watching my videos and then thinking of me with your great soaps. This is, if you like these kind of soaps the way I do, this is art. Like, this is very, it's not every company can achieve what these guys have. So thank you so much for sending me these. I am obsessed, and Adam is really obsessed. He was smelling all of them too, and just lovely. I just love it so much.
I can't stop smelling the box.
I love to tell you guys fun little hidden gems, and this is one of them. And now for my monthly shout outs. You guys, I don't even know what I've done to deserve some of you guys, and you just come through on days you don't even know I need to hear from you. Babyface, that's their handle on the YouTubes when you guys comment below. Some of you just have fun little names, and Babyface, you reached out to me with this amazing paragraph that I actually screen grabbed and put it on my Instagram of you just letting me know you wait all week for my videos, and it's like that time where you take care of you, you get yourself a little drink, you sit down and you just kind of enjoy the video and you let me know how much you look forward to it. I don't know what I did to deserve so many of you coming to my channel and just sharing the positive vibes and the love, but I can't tell you, on the day that you sent that, it was a day I needed to hear it, because it was, you know, it's 2020. We're having a hard year. A lot of us kind of, we'll have really good days, and then we'll have a day where we just need our friends to help us. And that day, I needed it. And I just want to thank you so much for being so genuine and loving with me here on my channel, where I just sit here and talk about makeup with you guys like you're my friends, because I do look at you guys as my friends. And a lot of times during this whole thing, you guys are the main interaction I get with other people. So I just want you to know how valuable that is to me when you take the time to leave a comment, because I know I also love to just watch videos, and a lot of times I'll think something, but I don't have the time to comment it, and I just kind of like go on about my day. When you take that time, it means more than I can ever say. So thank you so much, Babyface, for being such a loving, amazing makeup friend. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. And Melanie Packett, I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. You are really great at leaving me like paragraphs of your thoughts and your feelings on the makeup I'm talking about, the experiences you've had, giving me all of your feedback, all of your thoughts, diving into these Boxycharm videos with me. I see you, girl, and I appreciate all of your love and support. Thank you guys all so much. And again, you guys never know when you could be featured in one of my next faves and fails, so be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out. I love telling you guys what you mean to me, because this is not an easy job all the time, and sometimes a little lonely. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, can I say thank you again? Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support you always have here on my channel. I just think these are some of my favorite videos, along with my Boxycharm videos. You know, those are always going to be special right here for me. But these kind of videos where I get to sit down and just go through my month with you and literally dive deep into it, I always want to be able to take that time with you guys at the end of these videos just to say how much I appreciate you, because you guys show me all month the love that you guys have. So cheers to my friends here. Let's drink our water. And remind you guys that there will be some videos recommended for you after this video is over. So if you still want to hang out with me, you need a little bit more girl time, don't worry. I have hundreds of videos here on this channel that YouTube is about to recommend for you. But if it is your time to head out and go do some other things in the world, you go have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to this loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi my new friends, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of these fun, loud, weird, unique videos that I do every single week. I love you guys.